A very good afternoon. You're watching Lunchtime News on TV1. I'm Michaela Fernando. Before we head into more news in detail, here's a look at headlines.
Former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa arrives back in the island from USA. Over 572,000 affected by dry weather. Preparation for Sinhala and Tamil New Year. Dhoni let off with 50% fine after angry reaction to umpire's call at the IPL match last night.
In your top story, former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa, who was visiting the United States, returned to the island this morning. Several MPs from the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna were present at the BIA to receive former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa.
You're joining me right in front of the Bandaranaike International Airport here in Katunayake, where we just witnessed the arrival of the former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa right from the United States, from Los Angeles in California. He arrived here at 8:30 a.m. this morning. We witnessed many reporters, MPs and many politicians were there to welcome him. We will be reporting more follow-up from this story, so stay tuned to News First. I'm John Fernando for the News First team.
I actually went to America to consult with my lawyers to remove my American citizenship. It was successful. Next I will have to renounce it from here. I will tender it once they notify me. During my tenure as a defense secretary about 10 to 12 years ago, they have filed a civil case for the death of a journalist and an arrest of another individual. They will have to issue summons with regards to those cases. However, from my perspective, it has not been issued to me. My lawyers in US are making arrangements to cancel those. There are influences from several parties on this. One is an NGO belonging to Tamil diaspora internationally. Also certain parties in Sri Lanka. I am disappointed that even the consul's office in California is involved. I believe running politics in this way is extremely unfair.
The Sinhala and Tamil New Year is a season where one spends more time with his or her family and loved ones. A majority of the people who are employed in Colombo travel back to their villages for this reason.
It is customary that gifts are purchased to be distributed once these people go back to their village. The shops in Colombo and even the payment vendors are busy during the season. The transportation also plays a vital role during the Sinhala and Tamil New Year season. News First inquired from the railway department regarding the availability of trains.
Since there is a huge demand along the upcountry railway line, there will be a special train that will be in operation there. This train will be leaving the Colombo Fort railway station at 7 in the morning on the 13th, 17th, 15th, 19th and the 21st. On the 14th, 16th and the 20th and the 22nd, the train will depart from Badul and arrive in Colombo Fort. There will be a train to Jaffna, Galle and Matra, and there will be additional train journeys as well. We will take steps to send the 355 train to Vaunia up until Jaffna.
The Sri Lanka Transportation Board has also introduced additional bus journeys during the festive season.
We will be deploying more buses under the patronage of the Minister and the SLTB. There will be additional buses for the general public who are returning as well. We will take steps and make transportation convenient to the people during the New Year season.
In more local news, people who are affected due to the prevailing dry weather conditions has increased to 572,000. The Centre for Disaster Management said 21 districts have been affected due to the prevailing dry weather conditions. Out of the 21 districts, Kaluthara is the most affected. 81,000 people in the Kaluthara district are affected as the seawater is flowing into the Kaluganga due to the dry weather conditions. 39,000 have been affected in the Kurunegala district. A special program is in place to provide drinking water. The Disaster Management Centre noted the National Water Supply and Drainage Board, Armed Forces and the Division Secretariats are jointly engaged in this special programme. An awareness session for businessmen was conducted at the Customs Department yesterday.
Now the business people have the opportunity to submit documents to the customs through the internet. This process is in operation in many countries, especially the developed countries. Over the past year, we say business people have faced issues regarding their security. Recent being providing forged documents. The large companies are using these forged documents to import drugs and import all type of things using the signatures of the other individuals. With the announcements of the digital signatures, this will be secured. When presenting documents through the computerized system, the original signatures will be verified. Also, the possibility for corruption goes down. The main focus of these facilities are to reduce cost. We are expecting to put a full stop to illegal activities and to protect the national income.
In some tragic news, 3 people have died following accidents that have occurred in Yakkala, Bandaragama and Mahayangana. One person died when 2 bikes collided face-to-face. The accident occurred around 6 p.m. yesterday when a motorbike travelling from Bandaragama to Piliyandala collided with another bike travelling in the opposite direction. The victim was a 21-year-old resident of Bandaragama. The other motorcyclist sustained severe injuries and was admitted to the Panadura base hospital. Police said speeding was the cause of the accident. The Bandaragama police are conducting further investigations into the incident. The former governor of the North Central Province, S.M. Ranjith, called a media briefing in Anuradhapura yesterday.
How can the leaders who cannot even face the provincial council election face the presidential election? The chairman of the commission has sent a letter to the president to seek the interpretation of the Supreme Court on this. The parliamentary sessions are postponed till May due to the new year. However, they can call for a special committee and obtain the consent of the ruling and opposition parties. Whether it's the old method or the new method can be decided. All you need is a small document. All the parties like the old method. The President has the responsibility to go for the interpretation of the Supreme Court. Now the Chairman of the Commission has requested to ask for the interpretation and present it to the Parliament. This can be done in one day.
And that is a wrap of lunchtime news. For all these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsfirst.lk. Have a good day.